gotta get the incense going for this video right here. Woosah. Now, I know a lot of y'all probably already saw this whole debacle between DaBaby, I guess, and his baby mom, DaniLeigh. Honestly, I don't know who either of the two are. I don't. I don't really follow celebrities like that, but I am on social media. And so certain things do come across my feed. And today I actually saw this video. Now, I am going to react to this video here. It's crazy. I saw one video posted of this whole thing between him and DaniLeigh, right? And then I saw the full clip that I'm going to play that was posted by Kendra G, who I actually follow. I actually support her. I like Kendra G. So I'm just like, what the fuck, yo? What the entire fuck? Because I've been seeing other people post it. I'm just like, what is going on? I didn't bother to click on it. But when Kendra G posted, I'm like, let me see what's really going on here. And I watched it, and I'm just like, now, I know a lot of women and men, but especially women, want to get on that video and want to judge DaniLeigh, right? And of course, I guess we all as women need a wake-up call sometimes. We all need like a little slap, right? But I think we all have been through this. Name one woman who hasn't been through this kind of public humiliation, right? Or humiliation period by a man. This abuse, psychological, emotional abuse. And of course, there are two sides to every story. So we're not going to sit up here and try to point fingers all at DaBaby. Like I say, I don't know who the fuck either of the two are. I think DaBaby is a rapper. And he has his side, she has her side. But just going based on what we see here in this clip, I'm just like, damn, yo. All right. Let me open it. And let me go back to the beginning. So this clip is 16 minutes and 17 seconds. Woo. Ooh, child.
Try to position yourself in a career through a child turning one of the a good example of a black father being tore down. We ain't doing that. We ain't about to let that be misrepresented out here. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. I know it's plenty niggas that look up to me. You get what I'm saying? They tell me all the time, as far as like how I deal with what I gotta deal with, is still handle my business and take care of my kids, like how my daddy deal with me.
Interesting how he started the video off by saying that he knows that a lot of people look up to him, which kind of sets the stage anyway. Anytime a person like puts the camera on, you guys, come on, it's clear as day that he's doing this. He's doing it. Like, this is a whole stunt here. He's doing it to gain attention, for him to turn the camera on, to go live about it. I mean, obviously, he got some shit he got to get off his chest. But at the same time, some things you can handle off camera, though, when you're talking about in relationships. Some things are just meant to be handled off camera. For him to go live, though, I guess this was a straw that broke the fucking camel back for him. Probably he's at this point just fed up. Like they say, when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. When a man's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it. And if he's fed up, he's fed up. You know, and sometimes you have to like kind of go up and beyond, right? You have to like really make a scene. You have to do things that maybe you really wouldn't want to do, but you feel like it's necessary to really get your point across. And you would think that hopefully this is enough for her to also say, all right, you know what? Nah, I have much respect for myself. But the thing about women, because we are women who, we have a high pain tolerance, yo. We have a high threshold for pain, endurance. Like, our endurance is just immeasurable. I feel like we can take on a lot. Maybe this was his way of saying, all right, let me draw the line here. This is a major boundary. Let me shout out to her. Like, I don't want you. And he's probably done it off camera, right? And she's just still like on his back, still on his tail. And so to go public with it, yo, that's a whole nother level right there of embarrassment, humiliation, like pain. Like, that shit will sting the fuck out of me, y'all. I'll be like, all right, back off. But granted, like, when you look at the context of the situation, like I said, I don't know too much about either the two, right? But when you look at the context, it's like, didn't they just have a baby? She just had a whole baby by his ass. So, of course, feelings are involved. Of course, there's a degree of attachment that she has towards him, right? That's what makes it kind of sad, though, what I saw here in the video. Let's continue.
You see what I'm saying? So, ain't no way we going out like that and letting this get misrepresented. You know what I'm saying?
He's concerned about his reputation, clearly.
This is what it is.
And his paper, I'm sure. His brand and all of that. It's like...
And I ain't want to bring nobody down. None of that shit to lift myself up or clear my name. I really just... I'm the type of nigga, like, I take my lick and keep my mouth shut. You know, but... my kid, you know... As a father, my integrity as a father get played with. As a man, I got to clear it up. First of all, me and DaniLeigh is not together. Do I act like we're together? No. Do I make it openly clear that
so that girl, this girl here over his shoulder, the black girl, I guess that's his assistant, a member of his team, right?
She did not live with me. When did she get here? Where we at? A week ago. You see what I'm saying? She came with 2 suitcases. She does not live with me. She's been supposed to go back. Been trying to get her stuff sent here, trying to move in. No. Been made it clear. Been with the dead in the eyes. Had calm, mature conversations like, no, that's not what we doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna do it like this. Hey. I care about my kids for real. My kids ain't no marketing schemes. You don't have a baby with me and your plan is gonna go as planned and you're gonna go out with a bang. It's cool. You my guess, but when it get blown all the way up into something like this, like you tripping, you know what I'm saying? I got you almost forcing me to where I gotta, you know what I mean? Where I gotta potentially put your business out there.
Someone said, because I was reading the comments, right? And someone said that his video is like a response to what she said. Like, she went live first and then he retorted in his live, right, against her. It's like a back and forth. Yeah, yo, social media just complicates a lot of shit, yo. Like, taking things to social media, that's a big fucking no-no. I don't see how people do it, yo, and be in relationships and stay out of jail, stay out of prison and doing all of this. I just couldn't imagine, yo. I just could not imagine.
Ain't been with me for 3 months, so boom, I'm gonna make this shit quick. We gonna clear the L, we gonna keep it moving, because I got my people, they waking up, pulling up on me, my sister, she pulling up on me like, no, you need to say something, like,
oh, your assistant was the one who said you need to say something. Your assistant gassing you up. Because as I watched this video, I'm like, I know he would be a totally different person if the cameras weren't on, right? And if he wasn't doing this for the gram. He would be a totally different person. Like, the way he interacted with her in front of this camera would be totally different if the camera wasn't on. And if no one else around him was there, right? He has a whole audience in person, right, as this is happening, where he is. I guess he's at his house, right? He has, like, his assistant, some other guy in the background recording. And then he has 86,000 fucking viewers on live. So it's like, of course, his reaction, his fucking display here that we see is going to be, over the top, you know. I'm pretty sure it would have been different. I think, and that's why she's like in the background. So I'm not showing the video. You guys can go watch it for yourself. But I am doing my reaction to it, and you guys can hear. To see her kind of like shocked. She's like, whoa, because he is showing a different side of himself, right? He's putting on a fucking front. He's fronting you for the fucking gram. Because he would not do that with her if it was just those two. That's my point. If it was just him and her by themselves, not to say they wouldn't have conflict, but the way he going in like this,
you know what I'm saying? Let go the way it go, because you gotta say something, and they only saying this because they done been around it, you know. So, boom, my baby 3 months in, right when she about to be born, I pull out the DR. I ain't put it on the internet. I ain't do none of that.
he's a character. Like I said, I don't know much about him, but watching him, he is a character. With that gum in his mouth.
Stand up, nigga. That's all I know.
Fucking heavy ass jewelry.
I go out DR. We out in DR. Everything. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. I come out
Nigga
there,
shit.
baby be born. I get my mama a flight. My mama getting ready to come out there. So once the baby born, my mama can see the baby when she born. We come out to DR. We see the hospital. We see this and that. I'm already like, you know what I mean? I don't really want, no child. You know, this is what it is, but it's a different country, so, it's cool. I'm rocking to whatever beat, you know what I'm saying? I'm rocking to whatever beat, you know what I mean? I got the child on the way, I'm stepping up, and however it goes, that's how it goes.
It sound like he really wanted the child.
Whatever. Shout it, listen to it.
That's sad. Why do women do that? Like, that's why, I'm very protective of my space, my energy. Like, and guys have a nerve to ask me, oh, why you so guarded? Listen, I would rather be overprotective than underprotective and go through this. Like I said, we're not here to cast judgment on her as a woman or any other woman who can relate, because I know a lot of us we've been down this path before. I don't have kids, but I know what it feels like to be psychologically, emotionally, and physically abused by a man, and to endure this level of humiliation, which I feel like is like the worst pain, and embarrassment. It's just, I've been in that place, and it just feels so degrading. You feel so belittled. You feel like this small. You feel so insignificant. And it's just like, damn, to know that a man that you care about can flip the script and show a different side of himself. It's just like, that shit is painful. It's like, ouch, and it does shape your perspective on life. It does shape your interactions with people. That's why you definitely gotta heal from that shit, because I know she is scarred emotionally after this shit happened right here. I mean, carrying a man's baby for 9 months, men don't understand. That's why when it comes to me and falling in love and finding a fucking life partner to procreate with, I'm so careful, because I know a lot of men's minds have been tainted, by their own bad personal experiences and by the socialization of society in which we live in. A lot of men just are socialized to not value women. They don't. There's no way you can value a woman doing this. I know that he feels like he has his own interest to protect, of course, right? But there's no way. There's a way you can go about protecting that interest, though, I feel like. And you can just tell, like, there's a part of him, he don't give a fuck about her. And I feel like the way a man shows up with one woman, that's how he shows up with all women. It's just true. You can say the counter argument to that, oh, well, she just brought out that in him, right? That there's some kind of women, some women are just crazy and they'll bring out the worst in you. It's just like, no, you're triggered. You're triggered. She triggered your fucking demons, and that's what showed up.
I'm out there in DR, me and my assistant, while we out there. They got their whole thing going on. It ain't my business to be telling y'all. It ain't, There's not my business to be telling y'all. You get what I'm saying? Long story short, they get into it. I took my assistant to book the jet for the following day so we can get up out of here. We ain't from here. We don't know what these folks got going on.
Oh, yeah. And that's another, like, okay, I get it. You're a public figure. You're a celebrity, right? So, yeah, you're going to have people involved in your life. But for me, that's why I set boundaries. So, because, like, even my little friend I had, my little musician friend, I was like, he was cool and all. But having people, like all these people in your life, and I feel like they're making decisions over your life that obviously directly and indirectly impact me. I don't want no parts of that. Like, I can tell when a person has a handler, and I made a video about this before. I can tell when a person has a fucking handler, yo. I don't like to deal with people with handlers. Most celebrities obviously have handlers, and they have all these different hands, like people, assistants and managers, and like, nah, agents, and nah, stay your ass over there, right? You know why? Because we're talking about a person who doesn't have a mind for themselves. They're not thinking for themselves. So much of their behavior is driven by other people, outside voices, right? And I'm like, if I'm in a relationship with you, yo, it's me and you. Not me, you, and your assistant, and your manager, and all these other fucking people telling you what to do. Guiding your fucking decisions. Your decisions aren't even your decisions anymore. Nah. So that's the flip side, I think, to fame and success and money and wealth and all of that, right? Yeah, it's all good when you're in love and you're taking selfies together and I think they made some music videos together. All that shit is good and all that, getting the bag together, but fuck that. The other side to that is just like people come in between your relationship. Don't need that shit. I thought I turned my AC on. I'm just a different type of person, and I'm just like, nah, I can sense, you can sense that. You can sense when the energy shift and a person kind of switch up.
Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. I'll come back, take care of my baby when she get here. Right now, we gotta go. My sister, like, you do not need to leave.
He look like he can't think for himself, too. I hate to say it. I know y'all might, some of y'all might be like DaBaby fans, but he just look like he just, I don't know, I consider that a man or alpha man, other people making decisions for you.
From that night to the next morning while we waiting on the jet, yeah.
My assistant told him.
Mama DMing my man, calling and texting.
But obviously, this is not a full story because, like, he's talking about going to see his child be born in the DR, and then something like he's beating around the bush. He's like dancing around the fucking truth about what really happened, and so I guess he just fucking bounced. This is why. This is why I'm so glad that, yo, I'm single. It's a level of peace that I wouldn't trade for anything else in the fucking world.
Mama been trying to control her, trying to keep her over there. She trying to run away with me. I'm not trying to have nothing to do with none of this. I'm just trying to take care of my baby when he get here, make sure my baby will be straight when she get here. I'm not trying to have nothing to do with nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't get that. Nah. I totally disagree with that because, like, a lot of men say that, oh, I'm care for the child. So that gives you some fucking, you feel deserving of some fucking World Peace Prize, Pulitzer Prize just because you fucking took care of your child. I'm here for my child and my child only. That's it. I'm just taking care of my child. Meanwhile, like, a whole woman carries your child for 9 months. Not even your child, it's our child, you know? I don't like that type of ideology, that type of thinking, yo. Like, I'm allergic to those kind of men, for real. To me, that's the utmost disrespectful thing. It's just like, that's how a lot of men, not all, of course, but a lot of men look at women like that. Just as an object to have sex with. And to have their fucking child. And now they feel like, oh, they can walk around like they're a trophy fucking father. Because, oh, you're taking care of your child. But you still created a fucking broken ass family, though. I don't know. That's not honorable to me at all. It's not honorable. But see, they don't have any examples, and of course within the black community, right? This culture that we fucking, you see a lot of this happening, right? And black men being reinforced to do this kind of behavior being reinforced, abandoning women and only caring about the child. That makes no sense at all. That's some backwards ass shit.
This time 7 was a man. You know what I mean? She called me 150 times. I'm like, nah, you need to stay here with your people. You need to, you know what I mean? Yeah, you need to work out what you got.
Called you 150 times.
All this shit on record, because Shawty, you know, that's how Shawty go all out with shit. Like, Shawty will text me 100,000. This shit really is deep. You get what I'm saying? But that's what I'm in. It's my reality. This is what I'm mixed up in.
This is what women be falling in love with. You fall in love just to be talked about and treated like this. I hate to say it, but he's not going to get love. He's never going to find love, yo. He's not. Because he got karma coming his way. When a woman loves you like that, and you treat her like that, you do love like that, yo, you're going to have some fucking bad karma. And watch, he's going to be seeking love, looking for love. He ain't going to be able to find it. Because of that right there, yo, how he handled it when he had it. And then he's going to be regretting it. He's going to be regretting how he treated her. That's fucked up.
And still be there and take care of the child. You know. So
I made a whole video about that too. Like, these single black fathers, and they overcompensate in their love and adoration for the child. Anytime you hear a man, oh, my child, know that they're overcompensating, right? They're going overboard for their love for their child to compensate for the lack of love that they've shown the child's mother. The utter disrespect that they've shown towards the mother. They have to now overcompensate. Oh, my child, I love you so much. Spending all this money on their child.
Shawty's real deal. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, Shawty backed her shit and pulled up to the hotel we was at with her shit. You know what I mean? Like, this shit get deep now, you know. With her shit in the car. My sister like, don't leave her. Like, she's calling my phone.
Yo, I'm looking at him, and I can just see right through his ass, yo. Like, I know he don't even feel like what he's saying, his words are truth. There's some truth to what he's saying, but it's a bunch of bullshit. He don't even fucking believe what he's saying, yo. He don't, because he know he wrong. He know he dead ass fucking wrong, yo.
Feel safe if she stays there, had a kid out here, she don't have a kid out here.
But it's for the gram, though.
The good-hearted nigga I am. You get what I'm saying?
Now you gotta convince himself, the good-hearted nigga that he is. That's how y'all was saying, like, a person will reveal themselves. They reveal the truth that is hidden within himself, right? Now he's trying to convince himself through this live video, oh, the good-hearted nigga that I am, because he know he ain't shit, right? He know he fucked up. I ain't gonna say he ain't shit, but he know he made some mistakes.
She had the baby. They delivered the baby in America the next day. As soon as the jet landed, delivered the baby safely. You know what I'm saying? Way better hospital conditions, all that. And then I'm making sure that she's set up with everything she needs. I go get everything. I go get everything, you know, anything baby could possibly have, I go get it. I set it up at the penthouse down in the city. But I'm making shit clear. I'm making shit clear.
Right here.
You go to school. But I'm making shit clear. I'm making it.
So she enters the live here at 7 minutes and 9 seconds.
And I'm glad y'all know.
Go ahead.
Here, come on.
You scared?
And I'm glad, no, I'm not scared. Look, and I'm glad she walked out, so as you can see, nobody was put out.
You can tell they've been fucking the night before. I mean, she mentions that later on in the video, but the way she shows up wearing this wife beater tank top shirt, right? White, nipples perked out, ain't even wearing her bra. You can tell what they've been doing the night before. She's very comfortable in her skin. And showing up on live like this, right? And she obviously got some shit that she got her side of the story too. I feel like he's saying, a real man taking care of my responsibilities and going to get my baby and making sure my baby's straight. Talking about his child, right? Not his girlfriend baby or his baby mama, but his child. He's bigging himself up in that respect. But he doesn't know what it fully means to be a man, though. That's just the truth. Men think that being a man is based on, just taking care of children. No. How you treat women also factors into that. Manhood. That's what they need to learn. They don't know that part. A lot of men don't know. Let's continue.
Me calling the police, that's like for my
This
safety.
is not honorable. Doing this is not honorable.
This is real deal cuckoo to cuckoo. Look, like,
This is a mother of your child.
this is real deal. Like, Shawty really cuckoo, and she's still here. So nobody was put out.
The woman is crazy.
Nobody was put out. No, this ain't no. We ain't gotta make this a sexist thing.
I forced him to be with me. Okay. Okay, Stunt. Go ahead.
This ain't nothing new. This just me clearing the air because she not about to tell us. I can show you. I can show you begging me to stay here, Shawty. This not.
Talking about you miss me, come back
what you
home,
do.
all this stuff. I already left your ass.
You can see who cuckoo
Yeah,
here
let's
and
see
who
who's
not.
cuckoo.
Like,
Because I'm talking.
but this is my thing. This is my thing. They didn't make.
Okay.
They did not make Shawty leave, and somebody need to come make Shawty leave.
No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving
Please.
so great. But guess
Hear
what,
what I'm
guys?
saying.
I'm trying to go to the house to get my baby's
Somebody need to make Shawty
And
leave.
you telling me I can't go to the house to get my baby's clothes because I only have 4 outfits for her. Because I want to leave. So, stop showing me, bro. You wanted to get online to talk shit and put everybody in our business, trying to act like we haven't been together.
We haven't been together.
Okay. Okay, Jonathan. We haven't been
Wow,
together.
that's like breaking her spirit,
you don't know
yo.
what's
You
going
talking
on.
about breaking a woman's spirit? You can hear the pain in her voice when she said, we're not together. We haven't been together. He's like, we're not together. Okay.
I don't know what's going on. Oh my God.
He's
This
like,
is so
you don't know what's
That
going
was
on?
insane. Yeah.
Oh my God. How you gonna go
That's what you
live
dealing with.
in the room right
You
next
dealing
to
with a
right
real
there
nigga.
talking
Just not.
about-
Hey, listen.
Yeah,
listen,
you're a real nigga, all right. Real ignorant
I'm
ass
trying to see what's
motherfucking
going
nigga.
on, man. This is
Real
my-
ignorant
this is my
ass,
reality.
ratchet ass nigga.
man.
This is my reality.
This
So
is such a
look,
cap ass man. He wants to fuck me and fuck his baby mother and fuck all these Charlotte hoes and fuck all this shit. And me, I'll be okay with that, guys. And me come back and live
Can you
here
stop
and
touching
stay
me?
in
Can
this
you stop
fucking
touching
house with our child.
I don't want you to.
Whoa, pause. If she don't have fucking self-respect, she will learn today. I'm pretty sure she getting it now after this situation here. Sometimes women gotta go through shit like this to really, really, really appreciate who they are, really respect themselves, right? You gotta be disrespected publicly, humiliated. I mean, you shouldn't have to, but sometimes this is what it takes. And she's like touching him, right? Not touching him in an aggressive way or combative way, but touching him in a reassuring way. Like, come on, you know. Wow. And he fucking, two-faced ass. He done turned coat on her ass just like that. Like, can you stop touching me? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, y'all.
They have been
Okay,
begging you to
yeah, I know
leave.
you tried to kick me out
This one of them
yesterday at
real.
3 in the morning.
This one of them real. This one of them real movies, man. Y'all look,
Look at that.
tune in and see what we dealing with. Like,
For sure.
Shawty really cuckoo for Cocoa
Yeah,
Puffs.
really
Man,
cuckoo
real
for
life,
Cocoa Puffs,
man.
'cause I'm talking for myself.
I'm not.
Cuckoo for your ass. But you don't appreciate that, though. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then you got men. See, men watching this be asking, oh, why you so guarded?
Not going.
Myself, because you're calling
Do
me
your
a
thing.
crazy
Learn
ass
from
woman.
these
I'm
fuck
not-
niggas.
He's trying to make me look bad because your ass was trying to kick me out to go to a hotel with our 3-month baby. What?
3
Listen.
months?
What? You just don't.
I got
How many times
the
you
entire
threatened
night.
me to leave?
Shawty, can I do my live?
No.
3 months baby in a
That's why
hotel,
folks got to come
kicking
here.
them
No,
out.
I'm leaving. Trust me, I'm leaving.
God,
But I need my stuff
Shawty's
in
really
your house
crazy.
so I can leave here forever.
Why do you have stuff in my house? I've been trying to
What are
get
you
you to
talking
leave my
about? I
house
had
for
a
a
whole
week.
closet
This
in
is
your
real.
house. I
No,
had
I can't tell you. I gotta
shoe
clear this up.
rack in your
So
house.
listen.
I had a whole closet. I have a underwear
Brand
drawer.
new.
I
It's
have a
brand
sink, a
new.
fucking
Get
sink
this
in your
girl.
bathroom. Stop acting like I
Get
just
this
came into
girl.
your life
Look at
and
her.
just fucking. Oh my god, you're so much.
It's like she had a whole setup there, y'all. Her own space in his house, her own closet, all of that. But now he's acting brand new. Damn.
Thinking I ain't gonna come out.
That shit.
I'm not tripping on you coming out. Why
I
you
feel
still
hurt
here?
for
You
her.
got to leave. This is real life. This not the shit with your parents. No, let's get you one now. Do you need help? Let's
And
get you
she's
one
smiling, but you can tell, but
You
beneath
got to
that
leave.
smile is
Shawty got
pain,
to
y'all.
go. Like, what's up? I can't leave. I can't leave. I can't leave. I've been sitting up.
But that's,
all night.
listen, that's a byproduct of dealing with a hood nigga, though. Because a lot of hood niggas, they don't have no kind of emotion. They don't have empathy. So you expect him to feel your pain, even if she was to release it and show tears, right? Pain is manifested in many different ways. She's smiling, but you can tell she's in pain. Come on, she's there. She's attached to him. She's lashed onto him. She don't want to go. Come on. And he's just like, fuck you, get out. What could she have possibly done, yo? What did she do? Okay, she went live. I didn't see her live. I don't know. Y'all can feel free to bring me up. But are you fucking kidding me? No fucking remorse whatsoever. And it comes from their own hardness of life. You know, the shit that a lot of black men went through. The street life. Thugging it out.
And get on sleep. This is.
Here's a code to the street, though, right? Now, there are a lot of codes to the streets, of course. But you would think loyalty is at the top. Now, they be loyal to their homeboys and shit. They be loyal to their homies, they bras, but they ain't loyal to they girl. You're not loyal to the woman who carried your seed. That's the scum of the earth behavior to me.
This is
Scum
get
of
out.
the earth.
Mix it.
Yo.
I'm not trying to be. Listen.
You're not.
Yeah.
He's a great father. Okay. You know that, dude. Okay. He's a great father, right? He's a great father. Okay. No, he's a great father, right? Sure.
She's a crazy bitch. You wasn't my.
He's a great father. I don't know if a man can be a great father if he's not a great husband or a great companion. How can you be a great father? Like, why do we like try to compartmentalize those roles, right? Like, oh, he's a great father. No, to be a great father, you're a great father to the child, and you're a great father to the child's fucking mother. Right? It's all connected. Your role as a father, you wouldn't be a father without having sex with the child's mother, right? And procreating. That's all connected. So to want to claim this title of being a good father, but wanting to remove the woman out the picture, I know y'all got your own perspective, because y'all want to continue to perpetuate that same dysfunctional cycle, dysfunctionality within the black community, the breakdown of the black family. I'm not about that. I made a post on my Facebook page, and I'll be joking, and y'all be laughing at my shit. Sometimes it don't really be jokes, it be really true. But like I said, like, till death do us part. Till death do us part. 187 or natural causes. Make your fucking pick.
I wasn't your girl.
Danielle.
I wasn't your girl.
You ain't never been my girl.
I'm like, whoa, now she got my
My
name.
brother.
You call me his girl all the time? Don't be calling me his girl all the time, Darius. Don't ask your people.
Darius.
They know
She's
me
young,
as your
though.
girl.
She's got lots of fucking
what you know, Shawty is, Darius?
No, Darius is this guy. I guess his homie holding the fucking camera. He got his own camera. And he's
Look, bro,
recording
this
the
nigga know
whole
how
thing.
that phone out, man.
That's funny.
This is some trapper black nigga shit playing gone wrong.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Yeah, this is trying to trap a nigga gone wrong. I'm not
Trying to
going.
trap a nigga? Are you crazy? You just came at me last night, you idiot.
Shout out, you beg me. You be.
Pause. He's fronting for the camera. Trap a nigga. Meanwhile, he didn't fucking came at her several hours ago before he went live. Who's trying to trap who? That's some fucking psychological, that is some fucked up, warped ass shit right there. I'm glad like these examples exist and social media exists, because this is like my birth control. Like this is what keeps me safe and protected from the fuck boys, yo. I'll stay your ass over there because you get to read their ass. You don't have to live it to learn from it. All you have to do is watch it, right? And have a brain and think and see for yourself to know this is behavior that you should stay away from.
You just came at me last night, you idiot.
It's some genuine. Somebody tell Maury to call baby, man. Let me run up a quick 10M.
Yeah, okay. Don't ever
Let me run up a quick 10M. Somebody tell Maury to call.
He's disrespecting you, talking about call Maury after she said that he came at her last night, the night before he did this live video. It's like, don't you ever disrespect my child like the girl. He's disrespecting you. But I hope this is enough for her. Like, a lot of women, even though I know I said like we have a high threshold for pain, for bullshit, we can endure a lot. But hopefully this is enough for her. This is enough for me. And I think like the more bullshit that we endure and the more we have love for ourselves, though, because this is the thing. It's not to say that any woman is immune to this. Many women, if not all, watching this, if your ass ain't no virgin, if you dealt with a fucking man before in your life, you've been through something similar to this, right? You know what she's feeling. That's why you like, oh hell the fuck no. Because you don't want to go down that road, right? And you learned your lesson. And it's like the more you value yourself, and this can go either way for a man or a woman or a trans or whatever, right? This is just valuing yourself as a human being. When you value yourself, there are things you just don't tolerate. It's like the more you value yourself, the less you can fucking tolerate bullshit from people. You just don't. You don't make excuses for it. You don't try to rationalize it and be like, oh, well, I understand it because, he grew up without a father. He didn't really have love. Like, we make up so many excuses to explain away this fucked up ass behavior from men. No, it's unacceptable. And that's the reason why this cycle continues, because at some point down the road, like, you have to draw the line and say, nah, no. And I just came on live and made a video. I just talked about this, you guys. I just talked about this in my freaking video. That I made when you guys know I always give like real life examples coming from my personal life when I speak on like relationship issues. But I was telling you guys how I was talking to this guy and guys be saying, oh, my standards are high because, oh, I'm a doctor and I think I want to date up in terms of dating other doctors and lawyers and men who are high earning men. I mean, that's great, but my standards are not high in that respect necessarily. My standards are high in terms of not tolerating this. And I wouldn't even consider it high. It's not high standard. It's just, you gotta fucking set standards and set boundaries. People will walk all over you. Toss you around like a rag doll if you let them. Hell Fuck no. Hell
Put this shit
no.
on Mars. Shorty is Mars material. Get up out my crib. Come on, get off my table.
Get outside.
Bitch, don't come out here.
Oh my god.
Get up off my table, Shorty.
Oh my god, no.
No, this shit still don't call them people to come get Shorty up out my spot.
Go ahead,
Please,
call them.
She's like, no.
Out your spot. Go ahead.
Gotta leave, child.
I'm stuck. Hey,
Man.
help. Help.
Now, this part was kind of funny. This nigga's a
Help
character.
me, nigga.
Help. Now he need help.
Like you sitting there, do something. Do something, bro.
Oh, time. All this shit is stroking his
See what I'm
ego.
saying?
Her
Like,
not leaving
Steph, come on.
Your baby is sleeping.
is just stroking his ego
Go
anyway.
with her. Go. See what I'm
I'm not
saying?
talking about my
You
business
my
like that. The
girl,
fuck? That ain't
girl.
the world. Ain't nobody was a part of my pregnancy. You weren't a part of my pregnancy. You don't need to tell nobody nothing. The fuck?
See, she don't want me to put out her real business what her and her family got going on. That's the real
cool.
issue.
That's not nothing to do with us.
This girl got a real, you know,
That has nothing to do with us.
a real Matilda story type shit going on, you know. Did I try to save
I
my
don't sure about
child?
Matilda, but that joke sounded
She
funny.
got to save her face. Her family got to save her face. My family's not in the industry. Me being in the industry that take care of my family, it's a difference.
Yo, this is pure
When I-
entertainment right here.
Yeah, I didn't, you know.
That's why he
I
did
just
it.
did the
But
wrong thing. I got to deal with what come with that. But my last name Kirk is what I do. So I take whatever come with that full responsibility. But shout it, it's cool.
it just makes her look so. I feel like this is what lowers her value as a woman. Is like it's lowering her value as a woman. But and speaking of the nature of a woman, though, like it is within a woman's nature, and a lot of men know this, that we are very compassionate. We have, like, it's just natural for a woman to be caring, nurturing, to just stand by you through thick and thin, unconditional love, like we are there. She has her, like right here, she has her arms folded, standing behind him. In utter disgust and probably like disbelief. Are you fucking kidding me? But I guess she thought that she was different. She's one of the ones that she thought, oh, I'm different. Because I think he got another baby mom, right?
Shawty is cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. And Shawty's not my girl. Ain't never been my girl.
Wow.
It's my side bitch.
It's your what?
My
It's
side
your
bitch.
what?
Shawty is.
Yo, and she look like she might be high a little bit too. And she's young. But I know in that moment, and I might be fucking projecting, but she probably want to go off on his ass. If that camera wasn't on, he probably would have caught one for real. See, that's why situations like, it's toxic, yo. You know this shit toxic when it pulls out part of you that will have your ass in prison. Okay? Toxic ass shit. It will have your ass in fucking prison. Go the other way.
Certified side bitch. Not
It's fucking embarrassing me like that.
Shawty is a certified side
Shut
bitch.
up.
Just trying to act like
Shut up.
she. Now,
I think she tried to knock the phone out of his
Her
hand.
parents know she's my side bitch. Everybody knows she's a side bitch.
Oh, baby,
knows
no,
y'all know she's a side
honey.
She got to save her face. She got to crash all the way out. Call them folks. Save me. Help.
But this is
See how
calling
Shawty
the
went
police.
storming off when that truth came out. Listen, so let me finish telling you.
Baby, no. You don't have to tell me fucking twice.
I'm not going. I had to show y'all. I'm not going. Shawty crazy.
Yo, it's a gum showing for me, yo. I can't. I mean, as much as his story is sad, it's kind of comical. He's a whole character, and that chewing the gum and that motherfucker is funny, yo. I can't.
You can play that game, you see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take care of my kids. And if this will come with it, this will come with it. But Shawty being obsessed with my other baby mama, stalking my first baby mama, goddamn, interfering with the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm raising my child, my oldest child, like, that shit burned out. You know, I'm a grown man with standards. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man with standards, and regardless of how shit play out, you know what I'm saying? And what situation I'm put in, I'm gonna stand on the business.
You trying to act so hard, yo. That's a
me doing
facade.
everything to take care of a kid, cool. If the mama is set up the way the mama set up, that's my work. I gotta put in. That's my responsibility. You know, I'm the one got myself into that, so I gotta, you know, I gotta deal with that accordingly. But at the same time, we're not going for none of that. For that shit turning into.
I know that gum is out of flavor by now.
Looking like that, no. The police got called because Shorty was in here running around doing crazy shit.
If you wanna fuck both of us.
See what I'm
She
saying?
was running around doing crazy shit, hitting you.
This is not.
I'll be okay with that.
You are not my girl. Like you gotta.
Girl, go.
Okay, I'm gonna post
Take your
everything
baby
since
and
we've
go.
been talking.
I gotta listen.
Fucking
That's
3
cool.
years ago,
Post
and I'm not your girl.
Post it.
Masterpiece. What the
Post
fuck?
it.
Why the fuck would you have me in a video? Okay, whatever the fuck. Whatever, bro. Why would you have me around your family? Whatever, bro. Why would you have me in your house?
Girl, go ahead and cry. She like she about to cry. Go ahead and let that shit out. Cry, get your baby, and
We're
go.
gonna check out right now. You know, y'all got my perspective.
And see, men be like, oh, she won't let me see my kids. She don't want to see your ass. She don't want to have nothing to do with you. She hates your fucking existence, man. If she could, she would off your ass, okay? Because that's something you don't do. You just don't. People talking about street codes and niggas getting killed on the street for violating those codes. I feel like it should be a code surrounding this. Is just something you don't do, man. It's just don't. It could have been worked out differently in a better way, off camera, between you and her, handling y'all business, man up. But I get it, you know. Sometimes we're born into situations, generational cycles. We didn't ask to be here, right? And we just kind of like plop here, and whatever we're born in, right? That's just who we are. And oftentimes we don't really know who we are. You just getting to know who you are as a person and what comes with who you are, that emotional baggage that you inherited from the way you were brought up as a child. And not knowing who you are, you grow up to be an adolescent, young adult, grown ass fucking man now, attracting certain kind of women, engaging in this reenactment between you and this woman, and part of you can tell they love each other. They like that shit. But on the other side of it is toxicity, yo. That shit doesn't stand. It becomes so exhausting, so tiresome. Like, it's just like, enough is enough. And the fucking authorities getting involved. Okay, you know this shit is out of hand. And it's not going to work. You can't exist like this. But pointing the fingers at the other person is not going to fix the situation, because all it's going to do is they're going to separate, go their separate ways, and you're going to find yourself in the same ass situation, yo.
I gotta get back to pushing in the
You're
project
not
out.
looking within
That'd be
yourself,
good. Go
healing,
straight look like something.
That's why.
healing the fucked up shit that's within you. You got to turn the camera around and look at yourself, right? People don't want to do the work, though. I feel for both of them. I don't just feel for her. I feel for him, too. Because he look like he hurting. He look like he is in pain. And I know this is not what he predicted his life would be like. But you got to stop somewhere. On that note, I'm going to end this video. Feel free to share your comments below. Yo, this is sad. But on the other side of it being sad, I think it's many lessons that are packed here in this example. It's like art, really. You think about it. It's a piece of art. It's a work of art, what we just listened to. what many of you guys have already seen. So feel free to share your comments below. I'll catch you guys in the next one.